So, good morning, dear students, and I welcome all of you to the class of chemistry for grade 11 on 1st of February 2021. Let's move forward and understand. In the last period, my dear students, we have studied about the cleavage of bond. We have seen that there are two type of cleavages. Number one, homolytic cleavage. Number two, heterolytic cleavage. This homolytic cleavage gives us the free radicals, and heterolytic cleavage gives us the ions. So now, my dear students, let us study about the ions in a detail. So today, let us begin with the definition of the carbocation or carbonium ion. Carbocation or carbonium ion, my dear students. So let me explain the definition. A species having a carbon atom a species having a carbon atom possessing sextet or electrons and positive charge. This sextet means 6 electrons and a positive charge is called a carbocation. Or carbonium ion. So, my dear students, let us understand this in detail so that we can understand it better. Suppose we have a compound that is a CH3Cl. Let us say it is a CH3Cl. And what happens? This bond is being broken. So first, let us understand how this CH3Cl has been formed. This is a CH3, then, sorry, this is carbon that has got, my dear student, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can see here that this particular compound has got this kind of sharing of electrons. This is C, then you have hydrogen, this is hydrogen, this is hydrogen, and here you have Cl. So this is how we write CH3Cl, my dear student. This is your CH3Cl. Now what happens in this CH3Cl? So if you write it this way, CH3, then we have a bond and then we have Cl. Cl is more electronegative than carbon. So there are 2 electrons present in the bond. If the bond cleavage takes place, can you hear me, my dear students? And can you see the screen what I am writing on?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for replying. So now if bond cleavage takes place, my dear students, so this both the electrons, they goes on chlorine. So what kind of bond cleavage it is, dear students? When both the electron goes on single atom, what kind of bond cleavage it is? It is heterolytic. Heterolytic bond cleavage. This Cl is more electronegative than carbon. And ultimately, my dear students, we get this CH3 plus and Cl minus. Now please remember, my dear students, that this carbon, as this both the electrons have gone to chlorine, you can see that carbon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 electrons left with it. So we can see that in this species, carbon has got positive charge on C, carbon has positive charge, and carbon has 6 electrons. And that is why, my dear students, we call this species as a carbocation, or we even call it carbonium ion. So my dear students, if you have any doubt into this, you can ask me, or you can inform me you do not have doubt. You understood everything?
Yes, sir.
Good. So this is how, my dear students, we understand about carbocation or carbonium ion. Now, when we study about the carbocation, there are various types of carbocation possible. We have seen, my dear students, that we may have CH3Cl, but we may have this kind of compound even, my dear students, that CH3, CH, CH3 and then Cl. Or my dear students, we may have, let me show you first that one. Suppose this is one of the compound, then we may have CH3, CH2, Cl, or we may have CH3, CH, CH3 and Cl, or my dear students, we may have CH3, CH3, CH3 and Cl. So these all are known as haloalkanes. These compounds are known as haloalkanes. That alkyl group is bonded to the halogen, so we will call it haloalkane. This kind of halogen, this kind of haloalkane is known as primary. This one is known as secondary. Sorry, I made a mistake. I apologize. This kind of haloalkane is known as the methyl haloalkane. This is methyl. This is what it is known as primary. This is what it is known as secondary. And this is what it is known as tertiary. Now let us understand why do we call it this? Why do we call them as a methyl primary, secondary or tertiary? So you can see that Cl here is bonded with the methyl group, and that is why it is known as methyl haloalkane. Now if you look into this Cl is bonded to the carbon, and that carbon is directly bonded to the only one carbon, and that is why we call it primary, or we can write it 1 degree. But here you can see that Cl is bonded to a particular carbon, and that carbon is bonded to 1 and 2 other carbons, so it is known as secondary. Here you can see that Cl is bonded to a particular carbon, and that carbon is bonded to 3 other carbon, and that is why, my dear students, it is known as tertiary haloalkane. So this is known as tertiary, this is known as secondary, this is primary, and this is methyl. Now what happens, dear students, that when these bonds are broken, both the electrons, Cl being more electronegative, both the electron goes on Cl during the bond cleavage. So please pay attention, my dear students, that when there is a bond cleavage, in all these cases, there is a bond cleavage. So let us write it as a heterolytic bond cleavage. Heterolytic bond cleavage. Due to this heterolytic bond cleavage, my dear students, what happens that, and we even need to mention it over here, that chlorine is more electronegative than carbon. So as we can see here that we have a heterolytic cleavage, and chlorine is more electronegative than carbon, my dear students. So this is what it happens. In each of the cases, you can understand that this heterolytic cleavage takes place. Due to this cleavage, dear student, here we will get the product. And what product are we going to get over here is this, that here we will get CH3 plus and Cl minus. Here we will get CH3, CH2 plus and Cl minus. Here we will get CH3CH, CH3 plus and Cl minus, and here we will get CH3 C plus and CH3, and this is Cl minus. So please remember, my dear students, that this is what it is known as the methyl carbocation. This is known as primary carbocation, this is known as secondary carbocation, and this is known as tertiary carbocation. So my dear students, we may have various types of carbocation. So if we write carbocation, We may have various types of carbocations, my dear students. These various types of carbocations are: number one is methyl carbocation, number two is primary, then we have secondary carbocation, and then we have tertiary carbocation. Let me show you once again. This methyl carbocation is CH3 plus. Primary carbocation can be any other carbocation, but here we'll represent it with CH3, CH2 plus. Secondary carbocation is CH3CH, CH3 plus, and tertiary carbocation is CH3C plus, CH3 and CH3. The speciality, my dear student, is that this this carbon which is having positive charge is directly bonded to one other carbon, and that is why it is known as primary. Here you can see that this carbon which is having positive charge is bonded to two other carbon, so it is known as secondary. And this carbon which is having positive charge is bonded to three other carbon directly, and that is why it is known as tertiary. If we write the stability order, my dear students, we may write it into the next slide. So if we write the order of stability, dear students, order of stability, order of stability. So the order of stability, we can write it as this CH3 thrice C plus, which is known as tertiary carbocation, is greater than the CH3 twice CH plus is greater than CH3 CH2 plus is greater than CH3 plus. So please remember, my dear students, that the order of stability, we can write it as tertiary is more stable than secondary carbocation. Secondary carbocation is more stable than primary carbocation, and primary carbocation is more stable than methyl carbocation. So order of stability for carbocation, we can write it this way. Now we can explain this stability order by a particular phenomena which is known as hyperconjugation. So we can explain this order on the basis of hyperconjugation. We will study about hyperconjugation in detail. So at that time, we will study about this stability and why this is how we can understand the stability order for this carbocation. Now we have one more interesting thing, my dear students, to study about. Please pay attention, dear student, that if we have methyl or chloromethane, so if we suppose we write CH3Cl, if I write CH3Cl, so actually I write a carbon. Then in this carbon, with this carbon, my dear students, we have a hydrogen, three hydrogen, and one chlorines are bonded. We can easily understand this, my dear students, that we have a simple tetrahedral structure in this case. So this is how we explain the tetrahedral structure. So it is the tetrahedral structure, and due to this tetrahedral structure, my dear students, this is tetrahedral, and here the hybridization is sp3. Now what happens, dear student, that this bond get broken, and of both the electrons of this bond goes on chlorine. So when the heterolytic cleavage takes place, and we know that chlorine is more electronegative than carbon, and finally what we get is this C, and then we have, my dear students, we have this CH3 plus. So here we have CH3 plus, there is a positive charge on carbon, plus, my dear students, we have Cl minus. So both the electrons goes on Cl minus. Now you can see here it very easily, dear student, that this is a triangular planar structure. All the bonds are present, all the bonds and carbon, they all are present in the same plane. And as they are present in the same plane, my dear students, we can easily understand that this is a trigonal planar structure. And due to this trigonal planar structure, we realize, my dear student, that this is trigonal planar, or you can even write it as a triangular planar. Can you tell me what is the hybridization when we have this kind of triangular planar structure, my dear students? Will you please tell me what kind of hybridization we have when we have this kind of triangular planar structure? Dear students, please. Any one of you? Hello, can you hear me? बच्चों, हेलो,
यस
क्या आप लोग
सर
सुन पा रहे हैं?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what kind of hybridization is there when we have triangular planar structure?
sp3.
Okay, can you tell me what are the various types of hybridization possible? See, if you have sp3 hybridization, there are various types of hybridization, sp3, sp2 and sp. If we have sp3 hybridization, we have tetrahedral structure. If we have sp2 hybridization, we have triangular planar structure. And if you have sp hybridization, the structure is linear. So here, my dear students, you can easily identify that due to the triangular planar structure, the hybridization turns into sp3 to sp2. Please remember, my dear students, that when there is heterolytic bond cleavage into the carbon compounds, we get this carbocation, and this carbocation has got sp2 hybridization. So this is how we can understand the change into the hybridization. And in carbocation, my dear students, we have sp2 hybridization, and that sp3 hybridization turns into sp2 hybridization here in this particular case. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me, my dear students, or we may move to the next question. So let me give you some question so that you can answer these questions and we can revise the topic that we have learned. Using the curved arrow notation, let me write a question for you. Using the curved arrow notation, show the formation of reactive intermediates. Show the formation of reactive intermediate. Show the formation of reactive intermediates when the following covalent bonds undergo heterolytic cleavage. When the following covalent bonds undergo heterolytic cleavage. So let me write the questions for you, my dear students. Number 1, we have CH3, SCH3. CH3, SCH3. Then we have the next one, B, CH3CN. CH3CN. Then we have the third one, my dear students, that is CH3CU. CH3CU. So let us understand first the structure, my dear students, that this has got this CH3. So this is where the carbon has got 3 hydrogen and 1 sulfur that is bonded to it, and then we have another CH3. Here you can see that this CH3 is bonded to C triple bond N, and then here this CH3 is bonded to Cu, my dear students. Now we need to show the movement of the bonds. So if we have an electron pair present in this bond, or if we have the electron pair present in this bond and in this bond. Now, can you tell me which is more electronegative, carbon or sulfur? Dear students, will you please let me know which one is more electronegative? Is it carbon or that is sulfur which is more electronegative? Will you please tell me? Any one of you?
Carbon.
Hello? Can you hear me, my dear students?
Good.
So here you can see that sulfur is more electronegative. And thus this bond is broken in this manner. Here you can see that this carbon is sp hybridized and this carbon is sp3 hybridized. Will you please tell me which is more electronegative? Sp hybridized is more electronegative or sp3 hybridized is more electronegative? We are well aware that the carbon having sp hybridization is more electronegative.
Yes, sir.
Same way, my dear students, we have copper. This copper is metal. Metals are generally electropositive. So instead of the bond, or instead of this electron are attracted towards copper, they will be attracted or they will go on carbon. And this is how, my dear students, we can understand the various species formed. You can see that when we have heterolytic cleavage here, when we'll have heterolytic cleavage over here, my dear students, we are going to get CH3 plus and HCN minus. We are going to get CH3 plus and HCN minus. Then when we look into this question, my dear students, we will realize that we are going to get CH3 plus again here. So we will get here CH3 plus and Cn minus. It's very easy for us to understand. CH3 plus and Cn minus. And here we are going to get, my dear student, that we will have CH3 minus and Cu plus, because both the electron goes on carbon, and that is why there will be a negative charge on carbon, and thus we will get CH3 minus here. Do you have any doubt, dear students? You can ask me. बच्चों कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं. Here we have got CH3 minus, where carbon has negative charge on it. So this is how, my dear students, we study about the another species in which this carbon has got negative charge on it, and such species where the carbon has got negative charge on it are known as the carbonium ion. So let us or carb anion. So let us study about the carbonium ion or carb anion. बच्चों अगर आपको इसमें कोई डाउट है तो आप लोग पूछ सकते हैं. बच्चों आपको कुछ पूछना है इसमें, अगर आपको समझ में नहीं आया तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. यू कैन आस्क मी योर डाउट्स. Okay, then let us study about the carb anion. Let us study the definition of a carb anion, my dear students. Carb anion. Let me write the definition. The species that has negative charge on carbon is called carb anion. So we have seen the example. Example is CH3 minus, or my dear students, we may have CH3 CH2 minus, we may have CH3 CH3 minus, or we may even have CH3C CH3 minus. Again we can divide them, or we can write that this is a methyl carb anion, this is primary, this is secondary, and this is what it is, tertiary carb anions. Now I want to tell you about one more definition. That is what it is known as the heteropolar or ionic bond cleavage. So please remember, my dear students, that our heterolytic bond cleavage is also called heteropolar or ionic bond cleavage. Heteropolar or ionic bond cleavage. So sometimes they ask you in the example that define the ionic reaction or polar reaction or heteropolar reactions. So if they ask you ionic reaction, or if they ask you heteropolar reaction, or they ask you polar reaction, and for this, my dear students, we can write the definition as the type of organic reaction, the type of organic reaction in which in which carbon atom is bonded to atom with more electronegativity or less electronegativity. So during reaction,